about butterflies, and now we're going to turn our attention to a different woodland creature, the chipmunk. It's a personal narrative, and it describes an event through the eyes of someone who saw or experienced it. The author was a nature writer who described the animals he encountered near his home. He watched a face-off between a chipmunk and a cat firsthand. In this funny lesson, you'll identify and analyze the structure and features of personal narratives. Analyzing these features will help you understand the type of information a personal narrative contains, as well as the author's purpose for writing one. You'll use the information to help yourself better understand the personal narratives you'll read this week and in the future. I'm going to start reading from paragraph 1. And it says, one summer day, I watched a cat for nearly a half hour trying her arts upon a chipmunk that sat upon a pile of stone. Evidently, her game was to stalk him. She had cleared half the distance, or about 12 feet, that separated the chipmunk from a dense Norway spruce, when I chanced to become a spectator of the little drama. So the narrative opens with one summer day. I see the pronoun I, which means that the text is told from the first person point of view. The author is telling the story. So I'm going to underline that and make a note in the margin. So the writer is describing a real-life event and provides details about it. In the first paragraph, I'm going to underline the details that I think are important. So the two important details that I underlined here was evidently her game was to stalk him. So the cat is stalking the chipmunk, and then again at the end, I chanced to become a spectator of the little drama, telling me that the author is actually witnessing this event. So I'm going to continue reading in paragraph 2, and I'm going to make some notes and see what I observe. There sat the cat, crouched low on the grass, her big yellow eyes fixed upon the chipmunk. And there sat the chipmunk at the mouth of his den, motionless with his eyes fixed upon the cat. For a long time neither moved. Will the cat blind him with her fatal spell? I thought. So I read through and I underlined, will the cat blind him with her fatal spell? And I put that this is an author's thought. So the writer is sharing his thoughts about what he sees. I underlined his thoughts and I noted it in the margins. So most personal narratives are in chronological text, structure, and describe a single event or a small moment in time. The writer will describe one event that happened on that day, like the author did here. Personal narratives allows readers to see a real-life event through another person's eyes. They can change the way we view things. For instance, after reading this narrative, I won't look at chipmunks and cats in the same way as I did before. So you might have a story that you want to tell as well to change someone's point of view, or maybe just give them a story that you got to witness or experience. So now that I've shown you a personal narrative, I'm going to show you some features of a personal narrative. And here you can see I've created an anchor chart that says it has types of first-hand accounts. So personal narratives are a type of first-hand account written from first-person point of view, like we said with the chipmunk story. They describe one event, so specifically, they talk about one thing that includes details about the time, the place, and the people involved. Personal narratives also relate to the author's thoughts and feelings. So whatever you were thinking or feeling when you were experiencing the event that you were writing about. So I've shown you how to identify how I identified and analyzed the features and structures of a personal narrative. So you're going to try it in Schoology and come up with a quick, brief personal narrative like I just read to you. So now that I've shown you how to identify and analyze some of the features and structure of a personal narrative, I want you to practice by looking at paragraph 3 and 4. So pause the video here, read through, and in Schoology, I want you to tell me some of the characteristics or the features that you noticed in this portion of the book. Good luck.